On behalf of the Kenya Kwanza team, my brother Musalia, my brother Weta, Malala, Khalwale, and all the leaders who are here, from this forum where we are discussing the economy of our country, we pay tribute to our third president, President Mwai Kibaki, an outstanding economist, a man who has distinguished himself with a great legacy that he has left behind, an accomplished Kenyan, a man who we all respect as our third president, a person almost all of us here worked with as his ministers. Today, as Kenya, we have lost a great son of our country and a great leader. To his family and to the people of Kenya, tunasema pole sana kwa mzee wetu Mwai Kibaki ambaye ametuacha katika siku ya leo. And we want to say that we are the poorer today without him. He has laid a solid foundation, a foundation upon which the rest of us leaders today we are building on. And he has been a great inspiration for the Kenya Kwanza team, especially his focus on the economy of our country, that today is the... So
Mwai Kibaki is one of the freedom fighters of our country. He has served this country for many years with diligence, with fortitude, with honesty and transparency. I have had the pleasure to work with Mwai Kibaki, first as a member of parliament in the opposition, the 7th parliament that is, then as one of his ministers for roads and public works, and finally as a prime minister where we shared the grand coalition government. Nobody who was better than Mwai Kibaki when it came to creating team spirit and inspiring his ministers. A lot is going to be said about Mwai Kibaki later on as we eulogize him. But on behalf of the Umoja, One Kenya Alliance and coalition, on behalf of the respective political parties, and on behalf of my family, we condole with the family of Mwai Kibaki and the rest of Kenyans, and we say that may the Lord rest his soul in eternal peace.
Mzee Kibaki is an iconic father figure in this nation. I had the singular privilege of serving a full 5 years as his vice president. And I can tell you, there are very few leaders, even within the African continent, with a spirit of selflessness and singular sense of purpose and service to his people, more than Mwai Kibaki. So as we mourn him, of course you have to remember moments when he would get this nation laughing. That was indeed Mwai Kibaki. He would use language that younger Kenyans would not be allowed to use. And we'd all go laughing. I can tell you that when my brother Raila at Uhuru Park in 2002 put a question to the mammoth congregation at Uhuru Park, which eventually the crowd and Kenyans became engulfed in the spirit of the merger between Rainbow LDP, NAK of President Kibaki, and he asked a question, Siana Tosha. And that has also become a very historic statement.
So we stand here to say that Kenya has lost an illustrious son, a great economist, who contributed to Pan-Africanism, who stood out and worked to lay our blueprint today, even as we review the challenges that we have faced over time. We say to his family that may you have God's grace during this difficult time. And for Kenyans, let us all put his family in prayers, because he has made a tremendous contribution to the well-being of the people of Kenya. God rest his soul in eternal peace. Thank you.
We miss his guidance, his political strength that we all learned from. I worked with him for 10 years as his cabinet minister, both in the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Water. And he guided us in such a way that we were able to work in our ministries without any hindrances and without any difficulties. So we remember late His Excellency Mwai Kibaki for the very good things that he did. He was a great economist, he was a reformist statesman, and we will miss him.